see, the problem with transhumanism, it ignores the metacosm. People traffic, that's a supernatural. There's supernatural warfare where you and I are both the puppets and the prizes. That's what's going on. The transhumanists are totally oblivious to that. They have no grasp of that. When you open up a communication channel, in our software, we might call it soul, spirit, whatever, it yields access permission that is not reversible. Those of you that saw The Exorcist, that was, William Blatty's novel was based on case study. And what started that whole nightmare was a gal playing, it was a guy, not a gal, but that's not the point. It was based on case studies. Fooling around with the Ouija board, which is an entry. And some of these video games and so forth are potentially entries. Let's take a look at the scripture here a little bit. We're all familiar with Nebuchadnezzar's dream of Daniel 2 and also Daniel 7, a different set of idioms, but same subject really. And we all know about the four empires, the gold, silver, brass, and iron, and the Babylon, Persia, Greece, Rome. We've all been there. But when you get to verse 43 of Daniel 2, where Daniel is explaining all this to Nebuchadnezzar, he gets to this peculiar stuff called the iron mixed with clay. Everyone remembers the legs are iron and the feet were iron mixed with clay. Verse 43 says, whereas thou sawest, speaking to, this is Daniel explaining to Nebuchadnezzar, and whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they, he switches to a personal pronoun, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. What's he talking about? No one should know. Nobody knows. I tell you, we do know. That means the them, they, whoever they are, have to be something other than the seed of men, or they can't mingle. In other words, the grammar requires them to be two separate, non-mixable groups. So what are they? We don't know. And the personal pronoun is relevant here. And I want you to notice then that the seed of men, they're not the seed of men. They're not mankind. Are they hybrids? Possible. Are they somehow not, see, they're not the seed of men, they're the seed of something else. Are they Nephilim? Could be. Or maybe something even more sinister. Are they aliens of some other kind? That's what's so provocative, that the two guys who wrote a book a year ago and published in April of 2012 that predicted the abdication of the Pope, which hadn't happened for 600 years, and then 11 months later, in February of 2013, the Pope abdicates. Those two guys, Tom Horn and Chris Putnam, made the front pages. Well, they just published another book in April of 2013, which reveals the fact the Vatican is committing substantial resources as they prepare to receive what they believe will be an alien visitor of some kind. What on earth is going on?